Hi, in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about bandwidth and throughput. So bandwidth is the capacity of the medium to carry data. How many bits per second can be actually transmitted over that medium? We usually refer to this in things like kilobits, thousands of bits per second, megabits and megabits per second, gigabits per second, millions and billions of bits per second, as you can see in the chart. One of the things that we sometimes refer to bandwidth is as speed. How fast, I'm kind of use a little drawing here. Say we have a device here. How fast does a device send data from here to here, let's say, from A to B? Well, bandwidth really, although we refer to it as the speed of the network, sometimes it really isn't speed, because whether it is 1 megabit per second or 100 megabits per second, the actual speed of the bits going across this same cable, let's say it's just an Ethernet, copper Ethernet cable, the speed is the same. It's about the speed of electricity. So the speed doesn't change. What changes is how many bits are actually sent and how many bits are actually received per second. So I'm going to just use some clapping here, but we're going to be using the speed of, so you can hear me clapping. You're hearing this used over the speed of sound. I'm going to increase the number of beats per second. The speed that it's actually going is the same. It's over the speed of sound, but it's just the number of bits per second that you're hearing that changes. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here. The next slide, where you can see that there's various ways to measure bandwidth, and we also have the term throughput that sometimes gets confused with bandwidth. But throughput is the measure of the actual transfer of bits across the medium. And it takes into account certain limitations like latency, delay, and other factors, even congestion and things along the path. But so due to a whole number of factors, usually your throughput is going to be less than your bandwidth. As you can see here, we have different ways that we can actually measure our bandwidth, or really our throughput, on our network. Let's see, here we go. I did speed test, and you can see when I Googled that, various different websites. And I usually like to use this one here, actually, speedtest.net is one of my favorites. I'm going to click on a different one. Look at this speakeasy. And here we go here, and I'm just going to go ahead and start the test here. Click start. And these sites will usually give you both your download and your upload speeds. And interesting enough, I'm actually on my Microsoft Surface Pro on the same wireless network as my Mac, Apple Mac Pro, and my Surface Pro gets about a tenth of the speed. I'm using the term speed, bandwidth, as my, I got 30 megabits per second download. On my Mac, I'm getting close to 200 megabits per second, and I'm on the same wireless network. So it's also good when you're doing these to check different sites, just to kind of get overall. There's several here, Spectrum, AT&T, even Xfinity has their own. All right, well, good luck, and see you in the next video.